Hi, everybody, and welcome to another edition, the Friday edition of Litter Media Live, the last edition in which our young man to our immediate left will be single. Yeah. Mr. Hand will have a ring on him and maybe a ring in his nose as well.
Now, if he were the bride, his last name would change. But then I don't know. In modern day marriages, sometimes they do that too. Hyphenate your. What would you do? Are you going to do that, Aaron? Hyphenate your last name? And he's not speaking.
Yeah. We have a group of guests with us this morning. How about that?
All the way from Mississippi.
Yes, from central Mississippi. East Central? East. I'm getting nods. You can say yes. It'll be fine. Okay. But mom and dad and uncle and grandma are here from Mississippi.
That's how popular this show is. They come from everywhere just to be here.
Yeah. We love to bring them on camera, but our producer did not set a camera up to show them. Yeah. So,
well, they can walk over there if they want to.
They could, but
it's not that he's ashamed.
It becomes dangerous at that moment in time. But glad to have you here.
Yes, absolutely.
Make some noise so people can hear you.
Yeah, the studio audience in the background. Yeah.
Thank you for watching as well here on Litter Media on Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel, and listening on Litter Media Radio. Coming up in a moment, we'll take a look at news. A look at sports. This state in history has a political flair to it. And standing by, Mike with weather. What is the weather for the weekend of marriage?
More sunshine this weekend, but a little bit warmer. We're going to be moving up to the upper 80s, close to 90 here for the weekend. But it's going to be dry if you're planning anything outdoors. So if that doesn't happen, don't blame me if it rains. Yesterday we were going through Washington Courthouse. There's no rain in the forecast, and it did have a little light shower on us. So as we've said before, we're in Ohio. It can do that from time to time late in the afternoons. I guess up in Delaware County, they had a torrential downpour.
It's science. Afternoon. It's not exact science. Right. I guess would be the way to look at that. At least that's what meteorologists will tell us. Yeah. You know,
I used to say, I read them, I don't write them.
Yeah. All the decisions are made in Wilmington.
That's right.
But the decisions that they read about are made elsewhere by a grander being. Coming up in a moment, we'll tell you about what's happening in news. But first, let's tell you about our friends at Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If you have an element that's not working, that either heats your home, cools your home or your business, or if it's wet and you don't need it to be, there's probably a plumbing issue. So reach out to Accurate by clicking on this ad anywhere you see it on our website, littermedia.com. There's a link inside that takes you right to their website, which is accuratehvac.com.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
I'm a busy woman, and I'm not ready to slow down.
Tiffany's hip pain was interfering with her career and active lifestyle until she came to the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute.
Dr. Meshbach told me about same-day surgery. I said, I want it now, and I wanted it yesterday.
After a successful procedure, Tiffany was home the very same day and on her way back to enjoying the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
If you've watched us before, you know what we're going to tell you at this point in time. However, if you're a first-time viewer, you can always follow along with what we're doing on our website. That's littermedia.com. You check that out. Up in the upper right-hand corner of our screen, you'll find links for our Facebook, for our YouTube, for Spotify, for Litter Media Radio. Instagram is up there. Although we don't use Instagram as much as we'd like to, but you can find some things on our Instagram page. I guess we'll need to do something better. Maybe after he's married, he'll come back with a focus on Instagram.
We'll see.
You think that could be the case? All right. Coming up, a look at sports. But first, we start with news. And what's at the top of our news today?
A couple of breaking stories in the last, actually 12 hours or so. Mosquito pools from Concord and Green Townships, as well as the city of Chillicothe, have tested positive for West Nile virus. This confirmation was received by the Ross County Health District's Director of Environmental Health, Kelly Spindler, and Health Commissioner Janelle McManus. These are the first positive results of West Nile virus in Ross County mosquitoes this season. The good news is, so far, no human cases have been reported. For tips on avoiding mosquito bites, check out our website story at littermedia.com. Also, Ross County Auditor Jeff Leonard today announced that the auditor's office will waive about $450,000 in real estate fees as part of Ross County's second half 2025 property tax levy distribution. This follows similar actions in 2023 and 24 for a cumulative total of nearly $1.5 million added to budgets for Ross County school districts, townships, and other levying jurisdictions. Now, state law requires that these fees can be spent or returned to taxing districts via their governing authorities instead of sending it directly back to the taxpayers themselves.
Mm-hmm. Read more about it at littermedia.com. Yep. The Ross County Fair is almost done. It's been here all week long. The fair is in the air, as they say. But our final 2 days, Friday includes a large animal showman contest. That'll be at 12:30 today. Paint Valley is your marching band for the day. 4-H and Junior Fair Awards will be given out at 4 p.m. The Junior Market Goat and Beef sales begin at 6 p.m. Class B horseshoes at 6 p.m. And Autocross is your big grandstand entertainment tonight at 7 o'clock. Now, tomorrow, rabbits, turkeys, and chickens get their big show day as far as sales are concerned. That starts at 9 o'clock in the morning. Dina is your featured band of the day. Aaron used to be in the Dina band, didn't he?
That's what they tell me.
Held a trombone for a while. Then junior class horseshoes at 4 p.m., followed by a Class A throwing at 6 p.m. Car demo derby, 7 p.m., always kicks up a lot of dust. And then fireworks afterwards at 10 p.m., all at the Ross County Fair. The city of Circleville finds itself seeking some help, looking for 3 new members to its tree commission. The tree commission helps the city with its living infrastructure, and it's currently directing a $1 million grant. The commission appreciates expertise, but welcomes any members who love trees and are willing to volunteer to help improve Circleville. 4 of the 7 commissioners must reside in the city of Circleville. An application can be found on the city's website. It's due August 15th, so you don't have much time. That's next Friday.
Ross County Historical Society's junior member program will host a back-to-school ice cream social Saturday, August 16th from 1 to 4 p.m. Admission is free to the public, but they're also hosting a donation drive for teaching supplies and ask visitors to consider dropping off any of the items mentioned in our website story at littermedia.com. You can call the office by August 14th if you want to attend the social. And again, that's an RSVP. It's free, but they still want to know that you're coming since there's going to be ice cream served.
Next month is the Hills competition, the regional exhibition at the Pump House Center for the Arts. It's open to artists 18 and older living within a 75-mile radius of Chillicothe. So when you think about that, that's over to Dayton, that's above Columbus, all the way over, including Athens. So a lot of people will be entering, but there's 2 entries per artist, and registration form and fee are due August 23rd. The delivery of the art, so that they can set it all up, should be August 30th and 31st. The exhibit runs right after Labor Day, September 4th, right through my birthday, the 27th.
Mark it on your calendar. Hopefest 2025 will be held August 30th. That's in Chillicothe's Yoctangee Park. This year's theme is Waves of Recovery, Ride the Wave. The free community event runs from 1 to 6 p.m. that day. It's going to be family fun, free food, music, and resources.
Seen they've been painting some of the indoor windows downtown and everything to get the town decorated for Hopefest.
Our road report today is a resurfacing project continues on US 35 between the Jackson County line and Vigo Road. At least one lane of traffic is being maintained, and that project goes through this fall.
There is a champion in the Prospect League. We'll tell you who they are coming up in just a moment. And we had some guests in studio yesterday to talk football. All that's coming up in sports. But first, let's tell you about Skag Clearance Sale, which is going on right now at Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. You can visit them online at hometown-motors.com if you want to see more Skag material there. But if you want to see it in person, get down to Hometown Motors. Do yourself a favor, give them a call, 740-773-8826. Why do I say do yourself a favor? Because when this inventory is gone, so are the low prices. So make sure you get out to Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals. Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today.
Find a career you love with Pickaway Ross Adult Education. Skilled trades careers are in high demand with no signs of slowing down. Pickaway Ross offers career training programs with expert instructors and hands-on learning tactics to create a variety of opportunities. Visit our website for more information.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And we will have said Player of the Week coming up in just a moment. But first, we want to start with our sports in a feature we had here yesterday. The Chillicothe Cavaliers were in action right here. As you can see, we expanded everything so that we could hear from 4 team captains. And that fella right there is Coach TJ Carper. And we talked about their home opener, which is coming up September 3rd. That'll be with Western Brown, but a special moment to remember a fellow who wore jersey number 11, Jimmy Skinner.
We're doing something a little different this year with some honorary captains. So we'll have a couple sponsors, that we honor.
And old number 11's coming back.
Yeah, Jimmy Skinner. Yeah, a former Herd brother of mine. I never got to play with him, but I've known him through a couple of coaches that I coached with, and just know him just from being a Marshall guy. And he's a great person. He's a great person, a great man to be around, very personable and very charismatic and is just a leader, so I was like, man, I would love for you to come and come back for the home opener, just to.
You might even challenge him in a little powerlifting.
Most definitely. Yeah. So, but yeah, he accepted it right on the spot. And he'll come back and we have pregame dinner. He'll speak at our dinner, and then we'll honor him at coin toss.
And this will be our featured game of the week on Litter Media Radio coming up on September 3rd. We've not announced where we will be the first 2 weeks of the football season, but very much looking forward to the football season getting underway. It's almost here. I mean, the guys have been working out since August 1st. They've had 7-on-7s all summer long. And now it's time to tighten up that chin strap and knock on somebody's head.
I think the voice of the Cavaliers ought to do that game, the play-by-play that night on the First Friday
Are
in
you
September.
begging off? Is that the deal?
Well, I just think the voice of the Cavs, that's a natural fit.
I could do that.
Okay, I'm off.
Oh, wait a second. So you're going to do my duties?
Dinner? Yeah, nothing. Yeah, my duties are after the game, yeah.
Yeah, generally when I'm at a Chillicothe game on the sideline, I can't get anything done because I'm talking to everybody,
Yeah.
or everybody's talking to me.
He's a legend, man. He is an icon. High school sports.
He is the icon.
High school sports from last night, still all golf right now. Circleville got fourth in the Johnstown Invitation with a 351. And in the Circle K invite, Taze Valley was third with a 302. And they tell me this ties a record for the school on best 18-hole round at 302. Now, today is the first day of competition in the state of Ohio for girls tennis this fall. They've been practicing up to this point, but the matches get underway today.
And we can find all those results on the Haynes Total Healthcare High School scoreboard.
Yes, sir.
Where is that?
Littermedia.com.
Very good. Just want to make sure you were following along. The Cape Catfish claimed the Prospect League Championship. I don't know, I think the Paints did play the Catfish, maybe 1 or 2 games this year. But normally with them being all the way over in Missouri, out by where Rush Limbaugh is from, Camp Girardeau, they defeated the Lafayette Aviators, who the Paints had difficulty, and everybody had difficulty with this year, but not the Cape Catfish. They sunk them, clinching the crown, a 6-2 win, and they did it in a 2-games-to-none sweep. Congratulations.
I can't bring myself to do this next door. I'm going to let you do it.
Brady Singer, man, he got lit up yesterday early. I don't know what happened. It's as if he gave up that home run in the first inning, and then he lost all of his ability to throw a baseball.
Yeah, and I think he hit all of the bats when he was so upset he wouldn't let the hitters do anything when they were at the plate.
You just stick it out there, I'll hit it with my pitch. But 7-0 win for the Pirates over the Reds yesterday. They'll go back and try and right the ship in Pennsylvania tonight. The Guardians will play the White Sox tonight, so they were off yesterday.
Correct.
The Bengals played the Eagles yesterday.
Aaron's favorite team.
And the Eagles were victorious, 34-26.
But I think the Bengals were up by 1 or 2 scores. They scored on the first 2 possessions, and then Joe Burrow comes out, and then it's like,
I forgot they were playing, so I didn't see anything until the last 5 minutes of the contest. But and I saw Joe Burrow on the sideline. I'm like, he probably didn't even dress.
Well,
but he
scored
came out
first
and
2
just
possessions.
boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. I think his QB ranking was 157.
But the preseason doesn't really matter.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. But he has not been able to participate in preseason because of injury.
And that's why they go 0-3 for their first 3 games every year.
Right.
Yeah. That's why Stephen A. Smith wants Zach investigated.
Zach
How does
Taylor,
this team with all this talent go 0-3 the first few games?
Not being a Bengals fan, it's no big deal to me. But, Joe Burrow, I do like the kid, and I like the way he plays. But, if he better just kind of get in one series and then out the rest of the preseason, as far as I'm concerned, because I'd hate to see him get hurt. Browns will open their season tonight, the preseason. They also are on the road. They've been battling with Carolina Panthers the last couple of days in practice.
What about their quarterback?
And it will be Shedeur Sanders getting the start. Mm-hmm. And Joe Flacco will probably not see the field this evening. Kenny Pickett is nursing his hamstring, as is Dylan Gabriel. And they signed another quarterback the other day just to have somebody so that Sanders didn't play the whole preseason.
Gotcha.
So he might get some snaps a little bit later on. I think his name is Kosar. So.
George Blandon.
No, it's not the case. All right, this date in history coming up in a moment. But first, we want to tell you about the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. Take it away, Mike.
Tucker Taylor of Huntington. Tucker in the Uniota Invitational shot a 68 for medal honors that day. Congratulations, Tucker, as their SVC season, I think, gets underway late next week. But mostly invitationals up at this point. But a 68, that's pretty good. That's usually 4 under par. Mm-hmm. So congratulations to Tucker.
Looks a lot like the form that 6-year-old Miss Amelia had in playing putt-putt down in Florida last week. Yeah. All right. Congratulations to Taylor Tucker. And if you would like to make a nomination, please do so through email. Send that email to littermedia@gmail.com. Tell us a little bit about the player, if you've got some stats, that sort of thing. And if you've got a photo to share, make sure you share that for us too. And you can see all of the players of the week on our website, littermedia.com. Just click on Players of the Week. This date in history on the way next.
Litter Quality Propane, there's no bill when there's a fill. Contact Litter Quality Propane today about their metered gas service at litterpropane.com.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch just to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are, or whatever you're doing, download the Kingston National Bank Mobility app today.
As a professional race car driver, I live for speed, power, and performance on and off the track. That's why I use the Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower. Race into your local dealership today and test drive a new Dixie Chopper.
The year was 1974. I remember where I was.
I do too.
I was in Nashville, Tennessee. We were on vacation, and I remember Dad buying a newspaper just to read the story.
I was at the Ross County Fair, not quite 14 years of age, and this was the top story of the day. In an evening TV address, President Richard Nixon announces his intention to become the first president in American history to resign. With impeachment proceedings underway against him for his involvement in the Watergate scandal, Nixon was finally bowing to pressure from the public and Congress to leave the White House.
You don't have Nixon to kick around anymore.
He, what was that? I'm not a crook.
I'm not a crook.
1974 on this date in history.
He also said, "Sock it to me, baby."
Yeah, he was a guest on Laugh-In before 68.
I should have done the...
yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
so.
Sock it to me.
By the way, this is my impression of Nixon, not Bob Barker. Does look a lot like Bob Barker.
I thought it's a nice rendition. So? Nice character.
You didn't think it looks like...
But I thought it looked like closer to Richard Nixon.
Closer to... Okay. Yeah. Must have been the nose, I guess. All right, that's a look at the program today. Any final words from a man who is about to change his life forever?
No words.
No
words?
Regrets?
No regrets.
Of course, she's watching. I know. That's why you're saying that.
She doesn't watch the show.
That's a wife thing. You'll find out.
Yeah. What we learned was that Laura never listens to Mike, and because she always calls during the show. And my wife would prefer me to be on the radio because then she can turn the knob off, as opposed to I can't do that when you're at the house. So this is it, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Protection.
So I see a little shaking of the microphone there.
This is important.
This is a family show.
It is a family show.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Safe sailing, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to the West Coast?
Yes.
Okay.
Will you come back?
Yes.
Okay.
And notice he's not on camera right now.
That's right.
Can we bring up a split screen or anything like that?
I don't know if we can do a split screen.
Okay.
Yeah. I can wave hello.
There we go.
Now, those of you who've been watching for a while, you know that Aaron has been to L.A. before.
Yes.
And there was an earthquake when you were there the first time.
Yeah, there might be an earthquake this time.
I slept through it.
Wink, wink.
You were getting ready to say about that first earthquake.
I slept through the earthquake. I didn't know it happened until I woke up.
You slept through. Well, don't sleep through this earthquake I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Might be a rough ride home.
You'll be kicked to the curb, buddy, real quick. Yeah, have a good time. And congratulations in advance.
May God bless this union together in a special way.
Mm-hmm.
We mean that.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And our best to Kinsey as well. So
Aaron's like, okay, when's the shoe going to drop here?
we're
serious.
He's ready to push stop streaming right there.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
thank you to our studio audience today for coming out
give
and
you a
joining
hand.
us. We
Absolutely.
appreciate that.
Absolutely.
And for watching the show, we hope that you were thoroughly entertained. And we know that they will be because they'll be dancing and singing and everything this Sunday.
Yeah.
About 4:25, I'm guessing. Should be about 25-minute presentation. Okay.
You remember all your lines?
Yes, honey.
Don't drop the ring down the register or anything like that. So, yeah.
All right, that's it for the program today. Next week will be a little different.
Dan will be complaining for a producer again, just like he did for 25 years.
We will
on the
be
radio.
on our own like when things started. We have taken advantage of having the talents that Aaron brings to us here on the table. And so next week we'll be without those. And then on the 18th, you'll be truly flying solo.
Well, unless we record it in advance like Aaron and I did the other day.
Probably won't happen. I'm just telling you. Because somebody's got to play it. And I'll be...
Good luck.
Yeah.
You may not have a
problem
show
with
that day.
recording that one in advance is it's a Monday. So all the news will come out over the weekend that you won't have.
I can make it as generic as it needs to be, yeah. We may have a Litter Media holiday that day. We'll see.
I think on...
Can you come back a day earlier?
On Monday the 18th, I think there's going to be just Mike with no images talking to the camera.
I've done that before during a snowstorm one time, so yeah.
And sometimes that might be the best thing.
Yeah,
so.
could be.
All right, so enjoy your weekend. We know that Aaron's going to. And welcome to the family, Mackenzie. For Mike Smith and for Aaron Glandon, I'm Dan Ramey. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll see you soon.